The moment Anthony Joshua steps into the gym, you feel the shift in the air. It isn't the usual promotional gloss or the stage bravado that surrounds fight hype. It's the sound of a heavyweight who knows exactly what is coming, who understands the enormity of the challenge placed before him, and who is preparing with the focus of a man sharpening a blade before battle. Episode 1 of All Access wastes no time dropping viewers directly into the heart of Joshua's training camp for Jake Paul, and every frame hums with the tension of a fighter who refuses to overlook even the smallest detail. From the first slow rotations of his shoulders to the steady rhythm of his feet tapping against the canvas, Joshua's movements reveal a purpose that goes deeper than spectacle. His size is staggering, but it's the way that size moves that commands all the attention. He carries the muscle with the efficiency of a seasoned craftsman, not a bodybuilder chasing aesthetics. When he throws a warm-up punch that looks soft to the untrained eye, it is anything but. It is part of the quiet ritual that prepares him to strike with ruthless precision. The cameras trail him through the weight room where the plates stack higher than most heavyweights can imagine. Moments later, he's on the pads with his coach, tightening angles and refining difficult combinations. The contrast is breathtaking, watching him transition from raw power to surgical technical work. Strength is never the full story. Conditioning is never enough on its own. Pad work is never the complete puzzle. But together, they form a foundation that allows a 6 feet 6 inches warrior to move like a welterweight and hit like a sledgehammer. That balance of strength and grace is what this entire episode keeps returning to. The reminder that at the core of every great fighter is discipline, repetition, and a level of obsession only champions truly understand. You sense that obsession when his trainer calls for a 1-2 combination, and Joshua slides into range with a calmness that seems almost unnatural for a man of his size. The punches whip through the air with a sound that forces even the camera crew to flinch. His coach repeatedly urges him to stay relaxed, to control his breathing, to let the timing build on its own. That is the chess match inside a fight camp. Power without patience burns out early. Power with timing is lethal. Joshua has learned that truth the hard way in the ring, and now every drill reflects the evolution of a fighter who refuses to make the same mistakes twice. Sparring sessions in the episode reveal the quiet chaos that defines preparation. Joshua rotates through partners who bring speed, pressure, awkwardness, endurance. Every round tests something different. Sometimes he slips a punch too casually and pays the price with a clean shot to the chin. Other times he anticipates the attack, firing counters that thud against ribs and shoulders. The intensity is constant, but it's measured. Sparring isn't about domination. It's about truth. You see Joshua absorbing, adjusting, refining, and the coaches marking every improvement with small claps that cut through the gym noise like signals in the fog. Each round ends not with celebration but with deep breaths, glove touches, and quick recalculations. He is building the version of himself that will step into the ring under the Miami lights, and the process is as meticulous as it is brutal. Heavy bag sessions reveal the raw engine inside him. The bag sways violently under his combinations. But even here, the violence has calculation. He drills foot placement, shifts angles, tests the torque of a body shot, and adjusts wrist alignment. Some rounds are full-power sprints, designed to drain oxygen and force the body to adapt. Others slow to a strategic rhythm, letting him feel every joint and tendon as it contributes to each punch. The bag becomes a scoreboard for his own improvements, a silent opponent demanding consistency through fatigue. And as Netflix paints this intimate portrait of preparation, the world outside watches with mounting anticipation. Joshua is returning from a painful knockout loss to Daniel Dubois. Critics questioned whether he was past his prime. Supporters said he simply needed time to rebuild. Now he stands at a crossroads, preparing for a fight that is both bizarre and monumental. A showdown with Jake Paul, the most polarizing figure boxing has seen in decades. Some call the fight madness. Others call it marketing. But inside Joshua's camp, no one is laughing. Everything you see on camera tells you he is taking the fight deadly seriously. Meanwhile, the boxing community seems split between fascination and fear. Former champion David Haye predicted disaster, warning that Jake Paul may literally be risking his life stepping into the ring with a heavyweight who crushes elite fighters with single punches. Medical professionals chimed in from the opposite angle, suggesting that while Paul is an underdog, the risk may not be as extreme as fans believe. Yet the emotional reactions, from Haye's dread to the opinions of longtime trainers, reflect how unprecedented this matchup truly is. Even Jake Paul's family reacted with raw honesty when he delivered the news. His mother trembled, His father expressed disbelief, and his brother froze in a moment of stunned confusion, wondering whether Jake had finally pushed the boundaries too far. But Jake's commitment didn't waver. He believes in the upset. He believes he can shock the world again. And whether people call that confidence or delusion, his belief is exactly what has brought him to this moment. For Paul, this fight is more than promotion. It is an announcement that he refuses to be dismissed as a novelty act. Joshua, in contrast, speaks like a man who knows both the prize and the danger. He is determined to make a massive comeback, determined to reassert his identity as a two-time heavyweight champion, and determined to show the world that his downfall was temporary, not permanent. He talks about breaking the internet over Jake Paul's face, but underneath that bravado is a fighter who understands legacy, redemption, and the weight of expectation. The rules are clear. 8 rounds. 3 minutes each. 10-ounce gloves. No special treatment. No entertainment gimmicks. This is a real professional fight, going on both men's records. And that alone ensures every punch carries real consequence. This is the kind of fight that could reshape careers. It could resurrect Joshua's championship trajectory or propel Paul into a legitimacy few thought he could ever attain. The stakes are not simply financial. They are reputational, personal, transformational. And as the episode fades out with Joshua wiping sweat from his face, the message becomes unmistakable. A storm is coming. One fighter is preparing with the precision of a surgeon. The other is preparing with the desperation of a man who has something to prove to the entire world. When the bell rings, the truth will explode in real time. If you enjoyed this cinematic breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another deep dive. Who do you think walks out of Miami victorious? Does Jake Paul make history? Or does Anthony Joshua remind the world why heavyweights are feared? Drop your predictions in the comments. This is one fight nobody can afford to ignore.